The girl merely flexed her strength, tearing through the gown that bound her fate. She then nocked an arrow, drew the bow, and sent it flying straight into the bullseye. With practiced ease, she readied another arrow and struck the center again. Whispering broke out around her. Even her mother stepped forward to intervene. No one wanted to see a girl steal the spotlight in such a competition, but the girl released her fingers all the same, letting the untamed arrow fly. She was determined to use this to change her unjust fate. The shot carried such force that it pierced clean through the arrow already embedded in the bullseye, split the target itself, and lodged into the wooden backing behind it. The girl's name was Lena, the undisputed powerhouse among princesses. With a head of wild, fiery red hair, she yearned for a free and unbridled life. Her mother, the queen, was beside herself with worry. She wanted her daughter to become a proper princess, not this reckless tomboy. But Lena was the complete opposite. She loved riding her horse into the forest, the feeling of galloping freely while losing arrows along the way. She loved a passionate, unfettered existence, sitting atop mountains to take in the view, drinking eagerly from waterfall streams. She wanted to be a free eagle. Yet the queen was always trying to change her, even going so far as to host a matchmaking tournament, inviting 3 noble families to compete for her hand in marriage. The first prince to step forward seemed ill-suited to the bow in his hand, and the result was as expected. The second prince managed some semblance of form, but failing to hit the bullseye, he couldn't accept the outcome and momentarily descended into a frantic rage. The third prince didn't even know how to handle a bow, but in his startled state, the arrow slipped from his grasp and, by sheer chance, struck the bullseye. The crowd erupted in cheers. Was he to become Lena's husband? Just then, Lena herself took to the field. She would reclaim her freedom by her own hand. Yet even after she struck the bullseye 3 times in a row, nothing changed. Instead, it only provoked her mother's anger. The queen scolded Lena for embarrassing the princes, and a fierce argument erupted between them. Pointing to a tapestry depicting a family of 6 behind them, Lena declared she did not want to become like her mother. In a fury, she slashed her sword down, attempting to reject the marriage alliance outright. Unexpectedly, this act enraged the queen completely. She snatched Lena's wooden bow and threw it into the fireplace. Lena could hardly believe her eyes, and the rift between mother and daughter was now complete. Only then did the queen come to her senses, realizing she had destroyed her daughter's most cherished possession. Overwhelmed with guilt, she sank into self-reproach. Meanwhile, heartbroken, Lena fled the castle. She had only meant to vent her feelings, but she accidentally ventured deep into the forest, where she encountered mysterious blue wisps. Curious, she followed their trail and soon came upon a wooden cottage filled with carvings. Inside was an old woman, the legendary witch. Witnessing the witch's magic, a bold idea took hold in Lena's mind. She took out the silver necklace her father had given her and offered it to the witch in exchange for a spell, one that could change her mother's mind, a spell that might alter her own destiny. The witch agreed to her request, though Lena did not know she was about to bring calamity upon the kingdom. The witch tossed various ingredients into a cauldron, then plucked a strand of Lena's hair to use as a catalyst. After sprinkling something else into the brew, a blinding flash of light erupted, and from the viscous soup emerged a cake. Lena felt a twinge of unease, but reassured by the witch's promise, she took the cake back to the castle. Seeing her daughter